Hello guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new to my channel, hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Summer. So in today's video I want to share a post that I saw. It's been on Facebook, it's been everywhere, but it's actually, I'm going to be reading it from Linda Ikeji's post. Okay, it's actually about a pastor that he bought his wife birthday present or something like that, and but he used the opportunity to talk about a lady that he was engaged to that disappointed him. Okay, let me read it first exactly how it is. I'm going to come back and say what's on my mind about it. So the post says, like I said, it's from Linda Ikeji. Says, Nigerian pastor gives wife a car on her birthday as he recounts how his former fiancée called off their wedding 6 days to the D-Day. Pastor Gospel Agochukwu disclosed that his former fiancée called off their wedding after all preparations have been made. He revealed that she called him to tell that she was no longer in love with him after their wedding card had been circulated to family, friends, and church members. The pastor was sent to the embassy for honeymoon, and after his church workers had sewn uniforms for the wedding, the cleric revealed that he tried everything possible to ensure that the wedding was held, and eventually underwent a psychological trauma after it all failed. Agochukwu added that at the time he met his wife, they were wounded people trying to heal each other. He said their marriage had been a blessing to their families, even though they were against it at first. They are now blessed with 5 kids in 4 years of marriage. He wrote, 6 days to my wedding day, the girl I had wanted to marry said she no longer interested. Our ministry was barely 1 year old with Esprit, and I wanted to marry as well. The wedding date was fixed on 16th April. It was to hold at Methodist Church Nigeria, Owerri Diocese Cathedral. Wedding card had circulated to family, friends, and church members. Passport was at embassy for honeymoon. All the church workers had sewn uniforms for wedding of the century, but she just called me with her mother's phone and said she doesn't love me anymore. I did all humanly possible to see if the wedding, because of the shame I felt would come with the cancellation, but no, I couldn't. I underwent emotional brouhaha, psychological trauma, and nearly ran mad. But Mercy said no. He even put her name there. We have never met before. We just chatted on WhatsApp with your own story, which I cannot share here. We were 2 wounded people trying to heal each other, and that is what marital love is. Family members said no, friends said no, but God said yes, and against all odds we married, and it has been a smooth ride to destiny. Our home is a blessing to both families and the world at large. We have 5 kids within 4 years of marriage. A broken relationship is better than a broken marriage. Better to marry late than marry wrong. God's no is not a rejection, but a redirection. Costly mistakes of destiny is delivered through is painful and bitter experience. Like the way injection and bitter drugs fight sickness in the body. That's how some destiny destruction deliverance is. Happy birthday to my prayer partner and wife. We still have forever to go. And you can see all the pictures of the wife and him and all of those things. You can see all the pictures of the wife thanking him. She's on her knees and all of that, and now I'm not going to make this video, I'm not planning to make this video too long, but I want to address something that I feel is important. Right now, this guy is the fact that he's celebrating his wife's birthday and he's using it to remember an ex that left him. I personally feel like it's disrespectful to his wife. That may not be his intention, but it is, in the sense that your wife's birthday should not be a time to be remembering your ex. Okay, it makes no sense. Now I see this, it makes you question, is he really celebrating his wife's birthday, or is he pepper bodying his ex? Because that's what it looks like. Let me buy her a car and put it on social media. Let the one that dumped me see how well the one that I'm with now is doing. Why? Because I believe, let me tell you, if you have moved on, why will you even need to social media the whole thing so that your ex can know about it, and maybe she will not start regretting? That is possibly the hope. And the thing is this, it's possible that one has moved on. Sometimes people don't realize that life waits for nobody. How do you say? No time to waste time. It's possible that one is gone. It may not even be, because people have this Nigerian movie mentality of true life, of life. You know, they think, you know, Nigerian movie, so somebody dumped you, and 20 years later, so and so now happened, and that person that dumped you, and after they regret it. It doesn't always work like that. Or sometimes, the person that dumped you is still testifying. I'm just saying this. Let's remember, nobody owes you to be married to you. Nobody. Anybody can change their mind. And the truth is this: if somebody changes their mind before the wedding, it is much, much better than for them to change their mind after you already got married. It's going to be hell on earth. That is why a lot of marriages are struggling. So people that managed at the beginning. It is honesty for somebody to walk away. The fact that that lady walked away, you should respect that and be thankful that she was honest enough to say, I'm no longer in love with you. She could have, you see, and there was something he said that I think he was worried about the shame. How am I going to tell people? There was when he phrased it there that he was doing everything he could so that there will be no cancellation, because he was worried about the shame that will come with the cancellation. Let's forget about the shame. Your future is better than your past. People may say the wedding did not happen. It doesn't matter. It's better than people coming and saying they've divorced. Marriage is not more you. When somebody already changed their mind, respect that. And I think that lady, honestly, I felt that is how I feel about it. Like, as long as you can leave your opinions in the comment section. The fact that that lady was honest enough to say, I'm no longer in love with you. There are ladies that have managed, went into the marriage, and they didn't love this man. That's when they will start having problems. You will not hear that she doesn't do this, she doesn't do that. You will be problems. A lot of problems in the other room, in the this, in the that. Because why? Her heart is not there. Do you know how many marriages are breaking up on a daily? Let me tell you, with love, see, it's love that keep marriage going. There are a lot of things that keep marriage going. If somebody is already changing their mind, the leg or the marriage is already standing. At the beginning, somebody's already changing their mind. The marriage is already standing on one shaky leg. The tiniest thing will destroy everything. You need solid ground to start a marriage. Okay? So don't, because I see these things a lot. Something else I have to say, like, right, when people change their minds, when I see a big deal about it, somebody saying, you're not rich enough, or because you're not, somebody have told me, well, how do I even say? Somebody that have said to me, I can't remember how they phrased it, and I think I made a video about it, and said, your shoes are too small for me to put myself. You know that there's some statements there's a kind of statement somebody make to you that will make you sit back, and there's some things you say to people they may never forget. So that is condescending. So sometimes if you remember a statement or somebody say, because you're not rich enough, or whatever. No, she says she's no longer in love with you. So it's not like she's judging you by your standard. You're not rich enough, you don't have a big house, you don't have a big car. Then you can say, okay, well, somebody told you she no longer loves you. You see, people, what I want to say about people say somebody doesn't have somebody say, oh, you don't have a good car. And then you see, you can't really judge people by saying he doesn't have a good car or he doesn't have money. Poor man can become rich tomorrow. Okay? Or someone that doesn't have a car can have a car tomorrow. Anybody like me, there was a time when I felt like this person looked at me because the person ended up with someone that had an education and all of that. And I thought to myself, because I was thinking to myself, oh, maybe because I had no education. And then how many years down the road, I made a video about it. How many years down the road, I didn't only end up having an education. I got an education from a top university in Europe. That the so-called people that look down at you for not being educated, they will look back tomorrow and be like, wow, that's it. But somebody say, love, I no longer love you. Respect that. Respect that. Let's not forget that nobody owes it to you to get married to you. I really hope that I'm making my point clear. Nobody owes it to you to get married to you, because it's a massive commitment. If somebody doubts their ability to commit to be married to you from the beginning and they tell you they no longer love you, I think that's the honest thing to do. There is nowhere in the Bible or in the Constitution that says because someone accepted your proposal, they must go ahead with the wedding. Let's not forget all of that. Even the Bible did not say that you must. Bottom line, somebody changing their mind before the wedding and letting you know is better than a lifetime of pain in the name of being married. Something else I want to say is that we should stop making people feel bad for being honest. I feel like, you shouldn't make people feel bad for being honest. Honest people are best. I'll give you guys an example about something is similar. I have a friend that got married to a rich man, right? This guy is stinkingly rich. She's, you know, she comes abroad and have her babies, and you know, they're so rich. They go abroad on holidays. They have all this whatever. They are very rich, right? But one day she confided in me and she told me, I don't love my husband. Like, she was in tears. She said, I don't love this man one bit. And I said, but why did you marry him? She said, I married him because he has money. She actually said there were two people in her life then. She said the other one does not have money. She said this one had money. She said she was 100%, or she said, I do not love this man. She said now it's a massive struggle and now she's regretting it. And she said, this man loves her. This man really loves her. She said sometimes this guy is actually crying and said to her, what do you want me to do? All I want is for you to love me. They're already married though. And he said, anything you want me to do, I will do it. I just want you to love me. That's all I want. And she is here basically confessing to me and crying and saying, I feel so sorry for him. You know, I feel so sorry for him. I know how he feels, but I can't bring myself. I just don't love him. I can't force it. The feeling is not there. And now I'm regretting that I married him because of money. I didn't marry him for love. You see what I'm talking about? You know, you see what I'm talking about? It can't be a big struggle. It's not worth the pain. Lifelong pain. It's better you go through the pain that somebody dumped you before the wedding than to go through the pain all your life. Another thing, I've made a lot of videos recently about marriages where there is no show, no more doing the do, no more whatever. A lot of time people manage and let me just manage. I'm up to the age to marry. All my mates have married, you know. I have better marry so I can start having kids early. Or people look, oh, I've already this. I don't want family to say what people will say, and then they go into it and then they begin to struggle. I've made a lot of videos recently about men that are saying that there is no action, there is no this happening and all of those things. It's possible. People, you see, you can't manage to enter marriage. People start managing after 20 years and start to manage to endure. People don't go start managing from the beginning. That will be a lifelong struggle. Okay, now this is why you find that later they don't find the person attractive. They are struggling. They don't even want to be in the same space with this person. They don't even want to be in the same bedroom with this person. They don't even want to because they shouldn't have gotten married. I really hope I'm making sense. Sometimes I feel like I'm really hoping I'm making sense. Bottom line, this man, a lady dumped you before the wedding. It shouldn't be something he should even want. This is your wife's birthday. It shouldn't be a time to be remembering your ex, because it makes it look like you have not moved on. Your wife's birthday. And your wife's birthday is not the right time to discuss all of those things. Your wife's birthday should be about nothing else but your wife's birthday. Because now, honestly, people are more then interested in the story of the lady that dumped him rather than his wife's birthday. And then secondly, people should learn to respect people's honesty and appreciate people's honesty, and don't make people feel guilty for being honest. People should realize that marriage is not something you should manage it from the beginning. Manage to go inside. It's not something that should be start off with on a dangling legs. It should start off with solid legs, if that makes sense. Solid base from the beginning. I personally, this is how I feel about this story. You know, honestly, this is how I feel about this story. I don't know what your opinions are. Whatever your opinions are, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. And with that, I'm going to say thank you for watching. Until the next time, guys. Bye-bye. Bye.